Hello students, so in this video I will be discussing about the relation between zeros and coefficients of a polynomial, and then we will do few sums based on this. Okay, so we are talking about a polynomial, and here firstly I will be discussing about the quadratic polynomial. Okay, so we know that ax square plus bx plus c is the standard form of a quadratic polynomial. Now, zeros of a polynomial, suppose alpha and beta are two zeros of the polynomial. Okay, then by factor theorem we know that x minus alpha and x minus beta will be the two factors of this polynomial, isn't it? What does factor theorem state? That if alpha and beta are the suppose what does factor theorem state? Suppose your polynomial is f of x, and if a is a zero of the polynomial, then x minus a will be a factor of this polynomial, isn't it? So taking the help of this factor theorem only, I am saying that if alpha and beta are the zeros of this polynomial, then definitely x minus alpha and x minus beta both will be the factors of this polynomial. So can we write like this: a into x minus alpha into x minus beta. Okay, then we can write a into x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta. Okay, now when we compare the like terms, okay, comparing the like terms on both the sides, what we will get? That b is equal to minus alpha a minus a will be there, a is there, isn't it? So minus a into alpha plus beta. I am comparing the like terms. Okay, here bx is equal to minus a into alpha plus beta x. If you are confused here, I can write one more step: ax square minus a into alpha plus beta x plus a into alpha beta. Okay, now here it was ax square plus bx plus c. Now when I am comparing the like terms, okay, for this b we can write b is equal to minus a into alpha plus beta, and for this c, what we can write? C is equal to a into alpha beta. So alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, isn't it? This is the sum of the zeros, and here product of the zeros, alpha into beta is equal to c by a. So what ultimately it leads to? That the sum of the zeros is equal to minus b. What was b actually? This is the coefficient of x. So can I write minus coefficient of x by what is a? Coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square, isn't it? Now alpha into beta is equal to c by a. What is c actually? The constant term. Constant term by coefficient of x square. So ultimately what is the relation between the zeros of the polynomial and the coefficients of the polynomial? Okay, so what did we get? That the sum of the zeros is equal to minus of coefficient of x by coefficient of x square, and the product of the zeros is equal to constant term by coefficient of x square. Okay, so when you will do the sums, you need to remember this only: alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, alpha into beta is equal to c by a. So here we got the relation between the two things, that is the zeros and the coefficients. So here just now we have found the relation between the zeros of the polynomial and the coefficients of the polynomial. So from that only we got that if you are having a quadratic polynomial f of x where alpha and beta are the zeros, then we can write it in the form k into x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta, where alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial. So if the sum of the zeros and the product of the zeros is given in a particular question and you are being asked to find out the polynomial for which these are the zeros, then in case of quadratic polynomial, then you can find out the polynomial by this simple formula. Okay, f of x is equal to k into x square minus sum of the zeros into x plus product of the zeros. Okay, so we will be doing some questions from exercise 2.2 which will be involving this two things that we have discussed. Okay, now I am considering the case of cubic polynomials. Suppose our cubic polynomial is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Now since it is cubic polynomial, it is going to have 3 zeros. If I consider that alpha, beta and gamma, okay, these 3 are the zeros of this cubic polynomial, then what will be the relation between the zeros and the coefficient of the polynomial, coefficients of the polynomial. Okay, so it will be alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to c by a, and alpha beta gamma is equal to minus d by a. So you need to keep this thing also in mind. Okay, in case of cubic polynomials, this 3 gives you the relation between the coefficients and the zeros of the polynomial.